welcome back to Your Haunted Neighborhood, where every corner holds a story and every story holds a secret. I'm your host, Jody Bohr. Each week, I share true stories of haunted places, cursed objects, and chilling encounters. In Your Haunted Neighborhood, the streets twist, the shadows dance, and we will wander down crooked alleys and uncover tales that will make the hair on your neck rise. Tonight, one of our haunted neighbors has a story that has found its way to us and is dying to be told. So let's open the door, shall we? Step inside your haunted neighborhood. An old home built in the 1940s. From the very first night, we knew we weren't alone. Who or what still lingers here? This story is called He Haunts Our House. Our house was built in 1947. Ever since we moved in 5 years ago, there has been a vibe. When I try to tell non-believers, they brush it off. I wish I could brush it off too, but unfortunately, I live here. And here have been 4 main events. The very first night we moved in, I was fast asleep and was awoken by an audible hello in my ear. It was a deep male voice, unfamiliar and loud. It made me jump out of my bed and turn on the lights. Another event, Halloween, a few years ago. We left the house to go trick-or-treating.
Trick or treat.
When we came back, my husband's neckties were lying out neatly on our bed. We couldn't explain what had happened, and we looked at each other in disbelief. Another event, my mother stayed in our guest's bedroom from out of town. She swears when she awoke in the night one night, a man with an antiquated-looking outfit was sitting at the foot of her bed and facing away. She blinked and he disappeared. Tonight, my 4-year-old son asked me to close the door in his bedroom. When I closed the door, he said, "No, that door," and pointed to his full-length mirror. I corrected him and said, "No, sweetie, that's not a door." And he just said, "It's a door, and there is a man standing in it." At that very moment, I got an overwhelming sense of a third-party presence in the room. Full body chills. The consensus is that a male ghost lives in our house. We never really feel like we are alone, but never feel sufficiently creeped out. I am officially a believer. A voice in the dark, objects disturbed, shadows where no one should be standing. That, dear listener, was another tale from Your Haunted Neighborhood, where secrets lurked behind every mailbox, screams nestled in the attic's cobweb corners, and the shadows helped guide us to the end. So let's talk about what still haunts me most about this story. First, the voice in the ear. That wasn't a knock or a shadow. That was personal, invasive, almost like he wanted them to know they weren't alone. Would you have stayed after hearing that? Also, the ties on the bed. To me, that shows intent. Someone or something arranged them neatly. Not chaos, not random, deliberate. Which is worse to you? A spirit that makes a mess? Or one that proves it can be organized? The mom sighting in the guest room? A fool apparition in antique clothing? He wasn't even looking at her, like she had stumbled into his space. Do you think spirits that ignore you are less threatening or more unsettling? And finally, the sun in the mirror? Kids are often said to see things adults can't. But the idea that a mirror is a doorway? That's terrifying. What do you think? Are mirrors portals? Or was this just childhood imagination? Whatever he is, they've learned to live with him. Maybe he's a protector. Maybe he's just bound to the house. But one thing is certain. This home has never truly been theirs alone. Whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or somewhere in between, thank you for wandering these haunted streets with me, where every shadow leans closer to listen. I hope the stories left you shivering, enchanted, and craving more of the shadows. Stay close to the street light and never trust a silent street. If you'd like to submit your stories, send them to YourHauntedNeighborhood@gmail.com, and you can hear your story featured on Your Haunted Neighborhood podcast. I hope you'll come back for the next story. I'm your host, Jody War. Until next time, stay close, stay curious, and stay haunted. See you around the neighborhood.